On this day, September 12th, military history is marked by a legendary ancient battle that saved a democracy, the birth of the U.S. national anthem, a major American offensive in World War I, and an unprecedented act of global solidarity. September 12, 490 BC, the Battle of Marathon. In one of the most famous battles in ancient history, a heavily outnumbered Athenian army defeats a massive Persian invasion force on the plains of Marathon, Greece. The decisive Greek victory was a defining moment for the young Athenian democracy, repelling the Persian invasion and preserving its independence. The battle is also the inspiration for the modern marathon race, based on the legend of a messenger named Pheidippides running from Marathon to Athens to announce the victory. September 12, 1814. The defense of Baltimore and AMP. The Star-Spangled Banner. During the War of 1812, a British fleet begins a 25-hour bombardment of Fort McHenry, which guarded the entrance to Baltimore Harbor. A young American lawyer and amateur poet named Francis Scott Key, detained on a British ship, watched the intense assault throughout the night. When he saw the American flag still flying over the fort the next morning, he was so inspired that he wrote a poem titled The Defense of Fort McHenry. The poem was later set to music and, in 1931, officially became the U.S. national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. September 12, 1918. The St. Mihiel Offensive. The American Expeditionary Forces, AEF, under the command of General John J. Pershing, launched their first major independent offensive of World War I. The attack, aimed at reducing the German-held salient around St. Mihiel in France, was a resounding success. The victory demonstrated the capability of the American Army as an independent fighting force and significantly boosted Allied morale. September 12, 2001. NATO invokes Article 5. In response to the terrorist attacks on the United States the previous day, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, invokes Article 5 of its charter for the first and only time in its history. This collective defense clause states that an armed attack against one member nation shall be considered an attack against them all. This unprecedented act of solidarity demonstrated the alliance's commitment to the United States and laid the groundwork for NATO's subsequent involvement in the war in Afghanistan. Thanks for visiting Let's Talk TAC. For more cool, tactical, and informative videos, click like, subscribe, and don't forget to share.